Howdy YouTube, a really cool review for you today. This is something I picked up here in the States. It is of course the Pokemon trading card game Evolutions starter set. This came out only recently, mainly getting this set for one of my favorite Pokemon of all time, and that is of course Mewtwo. Some other stuff I was able to pick up, original first edition Venusaur, which is worth a bit of money, old school Charizard, which is again from 2002, so quite an old card, and then an original Zapdos, something I'm very excited to get my hands on. So I'm going to get this set opened up and hopefully give you guys a cool review. If you haven't seen any of my other Pokemon figure and card reviews, you won't know this, but recently Pokemon went back and remade all the early original Pokemon card sets and basically reissued the cards, same artwork, same or very similar card design, but they've had a flashback, which is a really good idea, especially for a lot of kids these days. I think most Pokemon cards look monstrously ugly. I hate the designs of them. So to go back to the original, at least for me, has one, nostalgia value, but two, I think the cards just look better. Taking a look at the back, it is a Mewtwo themed deck. Whether it's any good or not, I'm a little skeptical, but we'll see. Other cards in the set, we've got Mewtwo. Coughing's one of my favorites. I'm a sucker for him. Onyx is always nice as well. Some other cards. I'm really keen to get this opened up and out of packaging. I never actually played the Pokemon game as a kid. It was more something I used to trade. So we'll see how we go, and we'll see how this game actually works. Okay, so here we have everything opened up and out of packaging. I wanted to show you guys this just so you can see how it works as you unpack everything. The Mewtwo itself looks really nice, but what you get is this nice, neat little pack. To quote Homer Simpson, everything is wrapped up in a neat little package. You get a gaming mat, which is nice, and I guess on the back of it, it has the rules as well for how to play, which is useful. You get some tokens. Again, I don't know how these work. I'll have to read the rules. You get yourself a guide to the other cards in the set. Let's see what we've got here. Alright, so we have Charizard, which is a really nice looking card. There we go. We picked him up. Success. Actually, check that out. That's very interesting. Just to see as a comparison. I hope you can see that. The new Charizard versus the old original Charizard. The original Charizard, 120 health, and Fire Spin was 100. On the re-release, he's 150 health and 200. So maybe that's to make the older cards more competitive with the newer stuff. I'm not sure, but that was certainly something I didn't expect. There, perfect example. Look at the Slowbro. That is a horrible looking card. And I like Slowbro too, so it doesn't feel that great. Nidoking is a cool looking card. I'd like to get my hands on that. So I guess there's the rules to play. And some of the other expansion sets. Taking a look at the back is all the other sets. All the other cards that come in the set, I should say. A lot of these I have the original retro versions of them. So that's exciting because I'm hoping you're still going to be able to play those with this. Although having seen with the Charizard and the disparity between his health and attack might raise a bit of questions. But anyway, a interesting re-release nonetheless. You get yourself a is it Clefairy, which looks kind of nice. Sparkle. So we'll put that away, never to be seen again. Nice artwork on the deck box. There we have Mew, looking really cool. Probably my favorite Pokemon, Mew. Loved him in the first movie. I remember when that came out, seeing that as a kid. The actual Mew card itself looks very nice. We've got a code, which you guys, if you've seen the video, will now know what the code is. A really cool looking Mewtwo. Love the foil artwork. Looks very nice indeed. And a quick look at Venusaur. Always loved Venusaur. I thought it was a great looking Pokemon. Really cool artwork as well. And of course Charizard, there is a saying, and it is the Charizard tax. For some reason Charizard is ridiculously expensive. I have no clue why. He's a cool Pokemon, I do know why, that's a lie, but the prices this guy goes for is just absolutely ridiculous. 2002 version of him looks nice. This is actually a present for one of my friend's birthdays. He's a huge Charizard fan, so hopefully he'll enjoy that. And finally, Zapdos, one of my other favourite Pokemon. One thing I think is interesting with the card game is that it started out as the video game and then the cards and everything followed afterwards. Usually it's the opposite. Usually it's a card game that then gets turned into a video game, that then gets turned into a TV show, etc. But with Pokemon it was the opposite. The video game was such a success they decided to make a show and they decided to make a card game based off it. And the card game became a really popular classic thing. So with that, let's get the deck opened up. Okay, so let's check out the other cards in the set. We have a ton of Psychic Energy. There we go. We have Professor Oak. Draw cards until you have 7 cards in your hand. That's actually quite a nice card. Some more Psychic Energy. We have an Onix. Nice. Always love the old school Onix. Nidoran. All-time favourite. Coughing. Another energy. We have Ghastly. I used to love this card as a kid, the original, mainly for the graffiti artwork. I thought it was such a cool design. It's like a mix of CGI and drawn. Drowsy, Styling and Profiling. More energy. That's great artwork on that card. I'll zoom in so hopefully you guys can see. Visually, that is a really nice looking card. For some reason, I love that. Always love the older cards a lot more too, and Nidoking, excellent as well. This in a foil would be fantastic. That is seriously cool. Yeah, always was a big fan of the hand-drawn cards. I thought that the artwork on them was just a lot better than what you got on some of the other computer stuff. But don't forget, when this card game came out, that was sort of the start of computers becoming a big thing. So that was the start of getting this digital artwork. So back in the day, it was quite cool. Switch your active Pokemon with one of your benched Pokemon. Could be okay. Machop. More energy. Cute looking card. Yeah, nice. He's one of my favorites as well. Machoke. Fantastic. More energy. Here we have one of the newer cards. Look at the difference. Again, that's actually quite a good card. But it just looks so bad. Another Mewtwo, regular version. Professor's Letter. Haunter, looks nice. Very nice, actually. Poison, another Nidoran. Hitmonchan, nice. The kickboxing Pokemon, I love it. He has a jab and a special punch. That's what I like to see. Pokeballs, more energy, another Onix. So we're starting to get doubles now. This is kind of lame. Once you get through the first half of the deck, it appears that it's literally... Don't give us another Machoke. Give us one of each form, I think. Another Coughing. Oh boy. So it looks like it is straight up just repeats. Which, to be honest with you, that's new. Is a disappointing thing, to be honest with you. Half the deck is good, and then the rest of it is repeats. Now, maybe for playability, that could be really good, because I know in games like Yu-Gi-Oh! And Magic, sometimes you need multiple copies of certain cards for the deck to be competitive and for things to work. So if that's the case with this, then fantastic. From a collectible point of view, if you're buying this for nostalgia value, then it's reasonably cheap. I picked this up for around 12 bucks. You do get a lot of cards for that, but keep in mind that you're going to get a lot of repeats. So, really it's up to you what you want to do. Honestly, I'm happy I picked this setup. Had I known that there was this many repeats, I probably wouldn't have... I probably still would have picked it up. There's some cool cards in here and some good nostalgia value. There you go. That's my final thoughts on this. I hope you guys have enjoyed this review on the new Pokemon Evolution set, the Mewtwo Mayhem deck.